Hey you, yes you, see all these wonderful people right here? They are my Patreons. With the support I get from them, I can afford to do my passion as a career and bring you guys weekly videos. Want to join them? For just $1 a month, you can get videos 24 hours before anyone else. And for even higher tiers, you can get Polaroids, letters, and mystery boxes from me to you. And even fursuit parts, not to mention my eternal thanks. So what are you waiting for? Become a Patreon today via the link in the description. Thanks again, enjoy the video.
Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood Sky is back, and I'm here to tell you guys what to expect from your first furcon, as well as my tips and tricks before and during the con. Let's get started. Before the con. Before a convention, you need to plan several things. First thing, booking the hotel. Booking the hotel for a convention can be scary, especially if you've never done it before. You want to book your hotel super early if you want to get into the hotel the convention is being held at, or the closest one to the venue. I'm attending Fursuit in 2021 in May, and I booked my hotel back when the con rates were first released. Every hotel is different and will have different policies and prices, so be sure to check with your hotel. And a very important thing to note is hotels take a security deposit when you stay with them. This is an amount of money they take as collateral should you mess up your hotel room, and this is on top of your normal hotel room fee. For example, my deposit for my photo hotel is $200. You can leave this in cash with them, or they can pre-authorize a transaction on your credit card. This means the money will still be in your account, but you won't be able to use it. So keep this in mind when budgeting for the con. Once you check out, as long as your room is in a normal state, they'll give it back to you within a week. Often, hotels will allow you to pay your hotel fees off in segments or even upon arrival. However, a lot of hotels require a down payment to secure your room. So be sure to check out what your con hotel needs so you can be ready for booking day. Registration. Most conventions will have some kind of registration process for the con, so they know what to put on your con badge, as well to make sure that you are over the age limit for the convention. Registration prices may vary, but for the example of Fursuit, it is $80 Australian. But many vary from convention to convention. Again, I suggest getting this soon, before or after your hotel, so you can pay it off as quickly as possible. Often tickets can sell out really fast, so be ready. Sponsor Rego! Often conventions will offer various tiers of registration to help fund the con and give you more choice for what you want out of your convention. Often sponsor tiers will offer t-shirts, art prints, custom commissions from well-known artists, or even special sponsor-only dinners. This will vary in price from con to con, so be sure to check it out when registering, and they're a great way to help support your local convention as well. What to bring? Non-fursuiters. Even if you're not suiting, it is always important to remember the essentials. These are including, but not limited to, enough money for food for the duration of the convention. This can vary from how you plan on eating. Some people will survive off instant noodles and cereal, others like enjoying nice dinners with friends, so think about how you will be feeding yourself during the con. Toiletries, including deodorant and toothbrush. Deodorant, please! No one wants you stinking up the lifts. Worth including painkillers and basic first aid as well. 2 changes of clothing per day to be in excess. Often when you will be suiting or going for a swim in the pool or other activities, you may just want to get into a nice, clean pair of clothes. So it is excellent to have 2 changes of clothes per day, just in case. A secure wallet or bag to carry belongings around the con. Theft is still a possibility, so I recommend carrying a bag that's identifiable and secure. Also helps you not do what I'm guilty of, putting something down somewhere and then completely forgetting about it. Comfortable shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking, so comfortable shoes that don't give you blisters will help loads. Vitamin C tablets. These are to help prevent you from catching con crud or a cold from the convention. Hand sanitizer. Especially with COVID going around, hand sanitizer is an absolute must. Use it every time you go back to your hotel room and before and after you eat at minimum. It will help prevent you catching con crud or even worse. Fursuiters, what to bring. When taking a fursuit to a convention, it is important to be prepared. You don't want to be caught off guard and not have a suit for the rest of the convention. The items you should bring are including, but not limited to, everything in the previous section, Under Armour, and a spare pair if you have it. Suiting without these will make your life hell, especially on the fursuit walk, so if you're full suiting, please don't forget to bring them along. 2 water bottles minimum in case you lose one. Please, a brush. Fursuit disinfectant. This can be brought from the dealer's den in most cases. An emergency fursuit repair kit. Thread matching the colour of your fur, a curved sewing needle, a glue gun and a few sticks, some safety pins, some straight pins and some super glue. In case your suit pops the seam when you're going hard on the dance floor. Your badges, of course your fursuit, and a coat hanger to hang your suit up to dry after use. This one is a lifesaver as it means you can have your suit free of sweat for your next wear. And honestly, I hate getting into a soggy fursuit because it couldn't dry properly. On the subject of money, how much cash you bring is ultimately up to you. I'd recommend bringing a minimum of $200 of your favorite currency on top of your security deposit for your hotel. This is mainly to make sure that you can eat, and everything else on top of that is spending money for the dealer's den and anything else you wish to purchase. During the con, let's get on into it. When you arrive, depending on when your hotel allows you to check in, you may decide to book the day before the con so you can be settled in and ready to go. When you arrive, make sure you have your booking reference and all necessary ID ready, as well as anything else you need for check-in. Once you have your room key and are settled in, next is registration. Once again, be sure to have your ID and registration receipt ready to go. When you meet con-ops, you will receive your badge and you're ready to go to the convention. Be sure to check where the rego pickup will be so you can be there on time. Rego will need to be kept on your person at all times during the convention, so don't lose or forget your con badge. Your hotel room. You will be given 1 key card per person staying in your room, so please don't lose these. I recommend getting an ID card holder for your badge lanyard so you can keep it on you at all times. Please take good care of your room and don't do anything that you wouldn't do in your grandparents' house, so no turning it into a hot box, no flipping mattresses against the walls, no smashing the TVs, etc, etc. Planning your time. You will most likely receive some kind of convention handbook or schedule outlining the events occurring during the convention. I highly recommend taking some time away to plan what you're doing for the 3 days of the con so you don't miss anything. iPhone calendar and similar apps are a blessing for this, however, be prepared to throw all of it away as you get dragged around to things you didn't even expect. Convention courtesy. Common courtesy at conventions is essential, and there are a few general rules for cons. The 6-2-1 rule. This rule means that every day you must get at least 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and 1 shower. This will help keep you happy and healthy for the convention, as well as combat con crud. Cosplay is not consent. This rule is very important. Just because someone is wearing a fursuit doesn't mean they automatically consent to any hugs, pets, scritches, tackles, etc. Always ask before you touch a fursuit in any manner. On the subject of room parties, generally refrain from having loud room parties in your hotel room. Keep the partying to bars or the convention floor. There are other people trying to sleep around you, and some of them may not even be convention attendees. Of course, there may be specific rules to this, so check with the rules and regulations of your specific convention and hotel. In the dealer's den, generally try not to crowd around artists' tables if you're not intending on buying anything from them. It blocks others who may actually want to purchase art from this person from getting close to the table. I suggest do a quick flyby of the dealer's den, then returning to places that catch your interest, so you don't spend too much time meandering around. Panels and events. Conventions will always host panels of varying subjects, so you're bound to find one you like. Panels are events with hosts that talk about different subjects, whether it be a comedy show, a tutorial talk for some fursuit makers or artists, or even a dance lesson. But please don't try to get into the 18+ panels if you're not 18, it's just disrespectful. Most nights of cons, there will be a dance. Head down in fursuit or out of fursuit to dance the night away to furry DJs. Just please know your limits when it comes to physical activity, especially in fursuit. I had heat stress from dancing too hard without long enough breaks, so please make sure you take care of yourself. And of course, what would a con be without a fursuit walk or a group photo? Be sure to arrive on time for these events and follow all instructions set out by the organisers. It can be a while before you have a chance to de-suit, so I recommend having a handler with you with water at the ready. Making friends. It's very hard to walk 3 steps without finding someone to talk to. A convention is a safe space for furs, so don't be afraid to go up and talk to people. Say hi, ask them what they do, what their persona is. When I got dragged along to my first convention, it took me 5 minutes to make a new friend, who I proceeded to play strategy card games with for my downtime during the con. Fursuiter etiquette. Obviously, at a furry convention, there's going to be a lot of fursuiters, but you don't want to act in a way that would make them uncomfortable. I'll probably do a video going into more depth on this topic in the future, so be sure to look out for that. Basically, don't touch, take photos, or be otherwise creepy without asking first. A quick note for suitors. The Headless Lounge is your friend. Don't be scared to pop in, take your head off. They provide water and a place to sit. Use it to replenish yourself and make sure you know your limits. And lastly, we are going to talk about elevator etiquette. If you're staying in the con hotel, I guarantee you will have to use the lifts more times than you can count. So please be polite when using the lifts. This includes, but isn't limited to, sneezing all over the crowded lift, jumping in the lift to see if it breaks, jamming the doors open, leaving luggage carts in lifts, touching someone inappropriately whilst you're jammed in like sardines, taking an enormous shit in the lifts, and many, many, many more. Be sure to let all fursuiters, non-con attendees, and disabled people in before con attendees, non-suitors, and able-bodied people. It is just polite. And I think that's all that I could think of for the covering today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. What did I forget to include? Let me know down below. I respond to all comments within the first 2 hours of posting. And I will see you guys in the next video this time next week. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Yeet.